Scary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the hill. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing on first down is Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
48-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Carr. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And finding Keelan Cole. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. On the ground, it's Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They'll run here with Eckler. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
Try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Eckler, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A 31-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Heckler. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The gun, Herbert. He's got it out on the left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. handoff. It's Eckler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
first down, Los Angeles.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Short pass caught by Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, Herbert. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. And these guys have gone back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Final shot here before half for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Ty Long now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Back at the 46.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Chargers 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
They'll try the right side with Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Justin Jackson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Dancing to his left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here comes Reed. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side of his man. It's Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 22. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And some room to run now. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
At the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr steps away. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So here comes a very important kick now from Michael Badgley. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing on first down is Carr. To the right side, going to be caught by Ward. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on second down. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. He's back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there and forces it incomplete. He was unable to complete it there and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Carr to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such this thing.
Is a turnover on downs.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.